I will greet this day with love in my heart. Some people wake up just to fulfill a duty. No joy, no presence, as if opening their eyes was enough to call it life. But today, I invite you to truly wake up, to take a deep breath and notice that a new beginning lies ahead. Maybe nothing outside has changed, but something can shift inside. The first act of love toward your day is to recognize it as a gift, not just another routine. When you look in the mirror, what do you see? Do you still recognize the essence that existed before the pain, the bills, the losses? Or do you only see a tired body, a dim gaze? Over time, we learn to hide our emotions. But you can't truly love your day unless you first love the one who's living it, you. Self-love isn't selfish. It's a reminder that there's still light, even beneath the weariness dot. So much of what keeps us from feeling love comes from the weight we carry in silence. Old frustrations, buried regrets, words left unsaid. All of it weighs heavy. And that weight makes us forget the lightness of today. When we pile on invisible burdens, the heart can't make space for newness. Maybe it's time to let go. Maybe it's time to believe that today doesn't have to pay for yesterday's mistakes. Silence is a refuge. It's where the answers often whisper. In a world that's constantly loud, loving the day also means choosing to be still, to quiet judgment, inner pressure, looping thoughts. When silence settles in, love can sit with us. It's in that quiet that the soul takes a deep breath. We live in a rush, always hurrying, and in that hurry, we stop seeing the sun, hearing laughter, feeling a hug. In this moment, we learn that contemplation is an antidote to emotional dryness. Slowing down is how love notices beauty again. Feeling love can be scary, because love doesn't protect, it exposes. It pulls off masks, reveals old wounds, forces vulnerability. Sometimes it's easier to stay cold, distant, practical, but that's not really living. Living is letting yourself be touched, even when it hurts. And it's exactly there, in that honesty, that a new day becomes a gift, not a chore. When you look at others, what do you see? A stranger? A burden? A problem? Maybe that person just needs one sincere smile to get through the day. Loving your day also means seeing the humanity in others, recognizing that behind every face, there's a story. And maybe you're the light in someone else's darkness. You don't always need a reason to love. There won't always be a celebration. But the simple fact of being alive is already an invitation. In this moment, we reflect on how gratitude creates authentic love. When we plant love in today, the fruits come tomorrow in ways we never expect. Can harden the heart, make it skeptical, distant, quiet. But even stone, touched constantly by water, softens. Maybe you've closed your heart to protect yourself. But today, the invitation is to open just a crack. Let the light in. Love doesn't demand you be whole, only that you be willing. There's a light inside you. You can't see it, but it's there. The same light that once made you dream, that pushed you through the hardest moments, that lifted you up when you had nothing left. That light still lives. To love the day is to spark it again. Because when love lights the path, even the darkness makes sense. Transformation starts in the ordinary. We often wait for big events, a new job, healing, a sign to change. But the shift begins with noticing the beauty in what's already here. To love the day is to create meaning in the small, to treat the now as sacred ground. Pain can feel permanent, but it's not all that we are. Loving the day is learning how to carry pain without letting it define us. The scar isn't weakness. It's proof of survival, and every day lived with. Love is a quiet victory over what once broke us. Have you spoken to God lately? Opened your heart to the one who understands even your silence? Loving the day also means making space for faith, not blind faith, but sustaining, comforting faith. When we trust, even the hardest days become bearable. We are never alone. Not everyone will understand your way of loving life. Some won't. Walk with you when you start seeing hope again. But that can't stop you. Loving the day is personal. It's an intimate choice. It comes from within, even when the world chooses darkness. We are made of repetitions. Thoughts on a loop, automatic. Habits, old fears. But we can reprogram how we see the world. We can choose differently. Loving the day is emotional re-education. It's seeing things with fresh eyes, choosing intentionally. Often, the love we give others reflects the love we deny ourselves. When we feel empty, we offer crumbs. When we're full, we overflow. Loving the day is feeding yourself kindness, compassion, forgiveness. Only then can love spill outward. Time moves fast, too fast, and each unloved day is a lost one. We can't get it back, but we can honor the next. Loving the day is a way of respecting life itself, of saying, I see the value in this moment, so I live it with intention. Nature doesn't rush its cycles. Trees don't force their fruit. Rivers don't speed up to please. Everything flows in its time. Loving the day is respecting your own pace. Some days are for planting, some for watering, some for resting. All are needed. Have you forgiven yourself? For what you did, for what you didn't, for who you used to be. You can't love today if you're trapped in guilt. Forgiveness doesn't. Erase the past, it frees the present. And freedom is where love takes root. Gratitude. That one word shifts everything. When we're thankful, even for the little grows. Gratitude isn't ignoring pain. It's recognizing there's still beauty, still hope, still chance. Loving the day is being grateful even for the challenges that shaped us. Presence is a form of love. Being fully in the now, body and soul is rarer than we think. Most people are stuck in the past or worried about tomorrow. To love the day is to feel the smell of morning coffee, hear the wind, touch time with awareness. Sometimes the heart feels quiet. No clear emotion, just a blank space, but even silence speaks. Maybe it's asking for rest. Maybe it's time to go inward. Loving the day is respecting even the moments where nothing moves. Because love doesn't have to be loud to be real. Comparison steals joy. It silently drains peace, confidence, contentment. There will always be someone with more, but that doesn't lessen your path. Loving the day is honoring your story, seeing beauty in your steps, even while they're still forming. Some days feel like nothing works, everything resists. The urge is to hide under the covers and forget the world. But that's when love becomes an act of bravery, because love doesn't depend on the scene. It's a choice. Choosing love in chaos is resistance at its finest. Have you listened to yourself lately? To what you feel, need, fear? Loving the day begins by tuning into your own soul. When we ignore our inner voice, the heart shouts through anxiety, fatigue, sadness. But when we listen with care, peace begins to grow. Beauty isn't only in perfection. It lives in imperfections, in the passage of time, in hidden details. 2. Love the day is to see with new eyes, to find poetry in what used to go unnoticed. Because beauty isn't in things, it's in how we see them. Change always begins with a decision. Choosing to love the day is like lighting a candle in darkness. The night might still be there, but now there's light. And with light, we can walk even slowly. Love doesn't demand speed, only intention. Have you embraced your story? Every step, even the wrong turns, brought you here. Loving the day means accepting the path, mistakes and all, because every stumble taught something. Every curve revealed a view. Every fall invited you to rise wiser. We often wait for love from others, hoping someone will notice, rescue, complete us. But the love that transforms comes from within. Loving the day is remembering that you are your own source of light. And when you love from within, the world responds. Look around. Everything is passing. Time, people, seasons. Nothing is forever, and that's exactly why today matters. Loving the day is recognizing the fragility of life and still choosing to live it fully. Because what we truly have is now. Even the smallest act can change someone's day. A kind word, a thoughtful gesture. Love lives in the details. And when you love your day with intention, that love spills into the lives around you. The ripple is real. Some memories visit like old friends, others like wounds. And still, we breathe. To love the day is to honor the memories, but not be bound by them. Not everything needs healing today. Some things just need space to rest. Tasks, deadlines, expectations, they pile up. But the heart longs for meaning. Loving the day is stopping to ask why. Why do I do what I do? When purpose enters, even effort feels like gratitude. Real change doesn't come in leaps. It grows slowly day by day, choice by choice. Loving the day is embracing that slowness, trusting that transformation lives in consistency, not urgency. Have you celebrated your quiet wins, the ones no one saw? Loving the day is recognizing that showing up is victory, that being brave in silence is a form of greatness. Your effort matters, even unrecognized. Life tests us. People disappoint. Dreams shatter. But love for the day doesn't rely on circumstance. It's a personal vow, like a sunflower turning toward the light, even in the storm. Because that inner sun still shines. Time teaches. One hard truth is learning to let go. Loving the day is loosening your grip, trusting that even without answers, life has its rhythm. And surrendering to that rhythm is a form of love. Maybe what's missing isn't strength or time, but gentleness. Gentle words, gentle thoughts, gentle rest. Loving the day is being kind to yourself. Understanding that doing your best is enough. Many go through life never realizing the miracle of simply being alive, waiting for the big moment. But the miracle is now, in your heartbeat, in your breath. Loving the day is honoring the miracle in the ordinary. And when everything fails, when nothing makes sense, love remains. Love is the last refuge, the final spark in the cold. Loving the day is choosing to love anyway. Because love is the one truth that endures when all else fades, the soul needs rest. Not just sleep, but stillness. Loving the day means giving yourself permission not to do it all. To value presence over productivity. Inner silence can heal more than a full night's sleep. Sometimes, to truly love, you have to say no. No to what drains, hurts, steals your peace. Loving the day is making brave choices. Choosing what nourishes, uplifts, respects your essence. Love multiplies. A kind word travels. A gentle touch echoes. Loving your day spreads without you realizing. What started as a private choice transforms a TMOSPHERES. Many wait for the perfect time to be happy. But it never comes because it's already here. Loving the day is refusing to postpone joy. It's smiling even in process. Happiness isn't the absence of pain, it's the presence of love. Faith is a lamp in the dark. It doesn't erase the night, but it lights the step ahead. Loving the day is walking with faith, trusting that every moment has purpose, even when we don't see it yet. Life doesn't have to be grand to be meaningful. Some of the most sacred moments are the simplest as shared coffee, a long hug, a quiet sunset. Loving the day is savoring life slowly with tenderness. Forgiveness frees two hearts, the one who hurt and the one who was hurt. Loving the day is choosing to walk lighter, not from weakness, but from wisdom. Forgiveness doesn't change the past, but it shapes the future. Hope is not naive, it's strength. It's what keeps us moving when nothing else does. Loving the day is wearing hope like armor, believing beauty still waits ahead. In the end, loving your day is a way of saying yes to life. Despite it all, it's still worth it. There is still something to live, to give, to receive. And that realization is the spark of true transformation. So now, I leave you with this question. Are you willing to greet each day with love in your heart? Not just as a nice phrase, but as a vow to your soul. Because every sunrise is a sacred chance to begin again. And loving every single day is the greatest new beginning of all.